Balls are rolling. Ugh. So, I don't know if any of you guys know this, because unless you are prescribed Adderall, you probably aren't privy to, the news on drugs. But there's been a shortage going on, and this past week I have been a
Adderall-free queen.
Yeah, I haven't been on Adderall.
You've been raw dogging life.
I've been raw dogging life, and I've been out of my Magic Mind because I drank all of them. And so the only ones that we have left are the ones that we have
display ones?
on display in the videos. So I'm going to pop one of these bad boys right now, because if not, I'm afraid this episode will
be derailed.
Yes, extremely fast. So I'm going to demo for you guys.
How to drink Magic Mind.
Yeah.
First step, shake. Second step. I know.
I shook it. So now we're.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is kind of good for me because I'm sober, so I don't take shots anymore. So it's kind of like reliving my glory days.
It could be triggering to those.
Trigger warning.
It's like a double shot, though.
Trigger warning, shot is about to be taken.
Oh, God.
That noise.
That was a gulp.
It was a gulp.
Wow, you did that really easy.
That's another reason I became sober, because drinking was way too easy for me.
The way that you just took that, I would have to take it in 2 parts, and it would be like...
I know, you go, it's a really big shot. I'm like, is it?
You said, you literally, it was, the noise, I didn't know if it was like the bottle or the gulp. Like,
it
all happened
was
simultaneously.
Yeah. So, this is going to get me where I need to be for this episode, but...
No, the effects fitters are crazy. Like, honestly, like, they're going to kick in about 2 minutes, and she's going to be so zoned.
I'm going to be so dialed in.
So dialed in.
Yes. But it is one of those things where it's like, it's a product that we really like, and that's why we've been talking about it now. This is the 3rd week in a row, but we wouldn't keep talking about it if we didn't actually believe in it, and it's really great. So you guys definitely should check it out. We're going to link it out again in this week's episode in the descriptions. The link is magicmind.com/society97. Use code society97 for 20% off your order, which that's a good little chunk.
Especially for like your first time, like when you try it. Like,
you want to try it out.
I love a discount.
Yeah, you want to try it out, get a little, like, I don't know, because it's hard to commit and pay full price for something that you've never tried before, especially like a food related item where it's like, what if I don't like the taste of it?
And I feel like there's so many things like on the market like this, like, does it work? Does it not work?
Yeah.
Is it like actually legit? Is it not? But like, this is legit, and like, we talk about it being legit, but also at the same time, like, I understand, like, you're using your hard-earned money to, like, for something that's
totally
an extra in life. Like,
yes.
You know what I mean? Where, like, you could just go buy a tin of coffee.
Right.
And essentially, it's not coffee because it doesn't give you the energy like that. It gives you more of the focus. But for some people who use coffee as, like, that same thing, like, it could be cheaper, but at the same time, with 20% off, like, this might make it a little bit more reasonable for you to try it out.
Also, it's like, what time is it right now? It's 6:40, and I just took that. And what's so cool about it is, like, because it's not like super jittery, hyperactive like coffee, it's like I'm still gonna be able to go to bed tonight.
Yes.
So like I'll get the focus, I'll be able to like do what I have to do, and then also still be able to go to bed. I was also thinking like this would be like a good product too, like after the gym, like when you're like refueling and you've showered and you're getting ready for your day, especially if you're a morning gym person and you're like kind of tired post gym, but you still are kind of like amped up. I feel like this would be a good thing to like after you shower and you're like getting ready for your work day. Like this is like a perfect thing to like keep it going.
Good before the gym too, because it actually have you focus and it's not gonna have that like beta alanine that like makes you like tingly as like a pre-workout.
I hate that in pre-workout.
I hate beta alanine. Like anything that has like that in it, can't fucking do it. But like,
yeah, I feel like my hair is like on fire, and
I'm like itching. I'm like a crackhead, like
literally
like, itching my whole skin off. But I genuinely feel like this would actually help because you're like more actually dialed in, like you're focused on what you're doing, but it's not like the amp of like energy. Like it's a whole different.
You know what? Like I wish I had a project like this around when I was like training for my marathon, because that was the hardest part for me, was like all of the refuels and stuff that had caffeine in it. It's like your heart rate gets so high, like you get that like itchy feeling, and like when you're trying to run, like you want your heart rate to be lower because you don't want to get exhausted too quickly. So like I wish something like this I knew existed. But yeah, I think this would be a great workout thing. So yeah, go check it out. Magic Mind, we love it. Productivity shot is what it's advertised as, but it also gives you a bit of energy. So I like it, and it tastes lovely.
I'm gonna say it. have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad. I'm naked. Hold on.
We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth. All right, guys, we are back with another week of talking shit on the mics. Today, I'm dressed as a boy, per usual, but I am in a football jersey.
I feel like once this shot kicks in for you, you're actually going to be calm and not saying random things.
I know. It's going to be great. But I just wanted to give all of our listeners, well, I guess this is 2 weeks difference. So 2 weeks ago, I lost all of our video footage. So if you watched that YouTube video, I deeply apologize. I just wanted to say that the video after that was pre-recorded, so I wasn't able to like give an apology on that one. So this one is a week late, but I'm sorry. I dropped our hard drive and it's gone. Everything we've done for the past 2 years was on that. So it's all gone. And thank you for being patient. If you watch that YouTube video, which somehow we have views on it, I don't know who watched it, but I
honestly,
hope you enjoyed the
I'm not even gonna lie.
shot.
I'm not even gonna lie because I didn't watch the whole thing because like obviously I knew what happened, but like I did watch it.
I was kind of there when we recorded it.
Yeah, I was there, which is like hard though. It is hard like for us to go back and like rewatch the shit that we've like done or said because it's like a little embarrassing to like rewatch yourself like live life a little bit.
Because then I'm also like, why did I say that?
Yeah, I'm like, why did I look like that? Is that really my face?
Oh no, my favorite is seeing my side profile just give nothing. It's just giving like round, and every time I'm editing, I'm like, God damn it, and like turn your head just a slight bit. It would do you wonders.
No, literally, I'm not even joking. I'd be thinking the same stuff. So like, we don't really go back. Like once we've posted it, because again, we lived life. Like it's really hard to go back and like rewatch it on our own account. But I knew that she did that because she like texted me about it. She was really distraught, and I was like, "Girl, it's not the end of the world. Like, literally, there's bigger things in this world, and like, losing footage, like, it's fine. And like, we still have the podcast recording. Like, it's okay.
Right. I was just happy with the audio. God.
No, but I was like, life goes on. Like, and that's one thing I think that's like actually so beneficial about doing this as like a partnership is that like. She's freaking out and I'm like, it's okay. And because like the hardest part is like letting each other down, honestly, is being like,
I just like felt so bad because like at the same time that it was my fault, it wasn't. Like it was a technology failure, but also like it was on me. So like I was just like, I just felt bad because I was like, I feel like I'm letting you down. I feel like I'm letting the people down. But then it's at the same time, it's also like I am also a human, right? And like shit happens.
That's the thing. Like I knew that you were like more upset, and like the way you were texting me, like of course, like you understand.
It was more just venting.
Yeah, but like, and you understand that, but it's also really hard because like it's still like again, like you still feel like it's your fault. And like
if it was my own YouTube channel, I feel like it would have been so much worse because I wouldn't have anybody to just like talk
that's what I'm saying. Like
it.
At least it's like good to like have that and be like, no, like it's seriously fine. Like it's
not
the end of the world. Like we still like it's fine, but. Going back and watching it was actually kind of calming. I'm not gonna lie, I was calming. I don't know if it's
our logo was kind of obnoxious, but I was like, you know what?
It.
I just want to like remind the people what they're watching.
This
isn't Nat Geo.
She kind of ate.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. This isn't Nat Geo.
But I liked it. Yeah, I liked like the little nature videos.
Yeah,
because it's like
and then the magic mind bit in the middle, just like out of nowhere.
Perfect.
It's like our faces are like, hi.
Yeah, hello, jump scare. And then it goes back to nature. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, it was perfect.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, I only made that whole stock video thing like 12 minutes long, so it repeated about 6 times, but it's
who cares? Who cares? Honestly, that would be the perfect episode. Again, not condoning drugs.
Yeah,
but to get a little bit high on your choice of either. I'm thinking just weed shrooms. I think would be really intense. Like have to listen to our voices.
Oh, I that part no, but for the screen, I would just turn the volume off.
The screen would be great, but like I'm thinking if you're a little bit high, like that would still just be like be great. I'm not condoning drugs, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll always condone them. Ew. I'm just kidding.
That's crazy.
You're like you really?
Yeah. Coming from Miss, I'm not gonna say it herself.
No. I'm just joking. I just like stirring the pot and playing devil's advocate. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta move these because
they keep hitting my feet too.
Well, last week when I was editing, I realized I kept stepping on them, and every time I would do it, it'd be like.
We should put them underneath the chairs, honestly.
there we go. Okay, well, how's your week been? How's it been? It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Honestly, I've had like a pretty good week so far. I started going back to the gym yesterday. I don't know. I've been feeling like really bad about myself in like a couple like we talk about this shit all the time. Like, people go through like ebbs and flows, and it's like the winter. Like, of course, like now I'm starting to wear like baggy clothing and sweats, which is like super comfy, and we love it. But at the same time, it's like hard because then you're like start to feel like frumpy a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and I also like I understand like the hours that I work like don't really work well with like getting enough sleep and like being able to have like a consistent schedule of like eating and like all the things. So I don't know. I've just been feeling like down about my body.
Oh my God.
And I feel like when you get to a point, this is like so sad, but I feel like it's also so relatable. Like when you get to a point where like you can't look at yourself in the mirror naked.
Yeah.
That is sad.
Yeah.
But also like in my mind, I'm the only person that can change that. Like I'm the only person that can like go to the gym and do something about it.
Right.
Like actually eat good food. Like stop stopping at McDonald's because it's like easier. Like wake up 10 minutes earlier to cook yourself breakfast. Like you're really just doing yourself a disservice. Like, and I don't know. So
you're like, if anybody's gonna gaslight the fuck out of me, it's me.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
If anybody's gonna be a hater, it's me.
Right. And I'm being a hater to myself right now. And like, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool. Like, there's like definitely like a lot of like things. I don't know. I've been feeling kind of like creative recently, like the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
I've been feeling good. I've been like thinking about like ways like, even for my house, like I want it to be like fun and crazy and kind of quirky. I'm not gonna lie. And I've been like thinking of things, and I like want to paint my walls like pink and purple and blue.
I'm
and
so here for the
everything.
fun houses.
Everything.
I'm so over the like
I
minimalistic girly.
I love my
vibes.
house that's like cozy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I still want to have like those cozy elements of like even like the minimalistic, but like I want pops of color now.
You can, and this is a like not to derail, but just like a quick stint on this. You can still have a cozy, mature, like warm feeling like house and it have color.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people feel like it has to be like
other.
beige and white and neutral
or
and
crazy
to feel
color.
calm. Yeah, or it's like the iCarly house, and it's like it doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be a bit of both. Like
right. So I found like ways I want to paint my walls. Like I'm super excited because it's like I don't just want to paint my wall like a blah color.
Yeah.
Not even like blah. I mean, just saying like a solid color. Like I want like some spunk to it. I want some little flair to it. So I've been like finding ways of like doing that. I'm excited about that. But then also I started going to the gym yesterday again, and I stopped going to the Y, and I think that was like a big part. Like I fucking hated going there.
Yeah.
From the day I signed up, I didn't even want to go. But it was just like, oh, it's a gym that I know that's cheap, whatever. I'll go.
It's convenient.
It's literally right around the corner. Like I could walk there if there were sidewalks. But like there's not. So I'm not going to do that. But
welcome to Nashville.
Yeah, there's no sidewalks. And the road that's like right outside my house is pretty busy and people fly on it. So I'm not going to walk.
Yeah, I've almost hit numerous people who have like walked on that. It's also not a wide road.
And it's not lit.
Yeah, no.
So yeah. But anyway, so whatever. I was like, I'm going to do this. And I started talking to some of the girls at my work, and they go to a different gym that's also was like, it's brand new to fuck, I probably shouldn't have said the area I live in Nashville, but
I can just bleep it.
But there's like a couple of different locations, and this one's like literally just opened last month. So I started going there, and I fucking love it. And I didn't get to go
well,
today
and we
yet.
had been looking at it like I think last year's when they like posted about it like coming soon or whatever, and we like because you had sent it to me, and because my whole thing is I don't want to go to a gym where it's like meathead boys. Like I feel like I can't be in their space because they're just going to be sitting there for 2.5 hours like on their phone lifting, grunting, like being annoying. And also I don't like men in the gym really, especially like creepy guys who like aren't there to work out, they're just there to fuck around. And so like a big pull of this gym that you were like, dude, you should sign up is like because they have like a girls section
they have like a ladies room type like
I just love the idea
they have it connected to the outside, so like if you're like on the main floor you can walk in if you want, but it's also like you can go into the women's locker room.
Was that part busier than the other part? I guess what time of day did you guys go? Because like for me, it would have to be like in the morning or after work.
I went at 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Because
so you went like prime of like nobody in the gym.
Yeah, but I also did because like I like the way my sleeping schedule is like it allowed me to get some sleep. But I have friends that go like really early and they love it then too because it's like not many people are there and like it's
cool.
It feels okay. So like the gym itself like isn't massive, but it's like it's open, like a whole open concept, so it feels bigger and like stuff is like spread out.
That's the
and,
worst
convenient.
about my apartment gym is like the only open area is like that dance studio area, but then like you put 3 people in there and it's full.
No, so like it was still like so open that like it didn't feel full, and I think even if it was like it would have to be like literally packed in there for it to feel like oh my god.
So you have like no room,
but they had like the women only room had like probably like 6 or like I don't know 6 to 10 people in there, and it still was like you had your own space. Like it was cool.
That's awesome.
They have a whole like cycling bar in there. They have like actual classes
for all the people who love that. Not for me.
Yeah,
not
it's not
for you.
me. But like, but they actually have like real classes that like to sign up for that are like legit.
Yeah.
Like actual legit classes, not
like
just
reoccurring teachers and stuff.
Yeah, and like they're actual like trainers. Like actually.
Yeah.
Not. I keep saying the word actually, and it's pissing myself off. So I'm sure it's annoying you guys. But like
the truly.
I like love the why. But I feel like their trainers, like you could just be any Joe Schmo off the street and go and teach any class there.
Yeah.
And it would just work. Like they're going to use you. But there it's like you actually be like certified and do the things and like it's really good. So I might do some classes sometime. But it honestly felt good to be in an environment that like was clean. It felt productive
and
to be in there.
new.
It was new, but it felt productive to be in there. And I think that's like something about a gym that's needed. Like the Y or other gyms I've been to honestly just feel stale. And I don't know how to like explain that feeling.
I know exactly what you mean, and that's been my turn off from gyms for so long because like in college I was members of a gym and it sounds super similar to the gym you're talking about. Like it was new, it was all college kids, so like you only have like when you're in college you have like an hour maybe to devote to the gym, so you're in and out pretty quick and like moving and shaking, and like it was one of those gyms where it's like when I was there it was go time, and like I never felt like I was just like dirt the door, like I don't know what to do, like because everybody was on the same vibe and they were the same way. Like all of the people who worked there were trainers, like even the people who worked the front desk were also trainers, so it was like a legit gym. They had like cycling class, like it sounds damn near like the same type of franchise, and it was awesome. And they had a pool, they had a spa, like not a spa, but like a
like
sauna.
They also have like a recovery room that's like a whole thing. You lay into it and it's a bed and you can like pick what part you worked on that day and it literally like massages you and like heats and cools you and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight because I'm gonna go. So it's also open 24 hours Monday through Thursday.
That's how our gym was in college, and it was awesome because like I was a dance teacher like almost all of college. Oh my god, sorry guys, I am on my period and I'm getting cramp like in my butthole right now.
No, but
okay.
I want to use it tonight because once we're like done doing this and I put the YouTube video out, I'm gonna go to the gym because I just haven't had time to go today. But since it's open 24 hours, I feel like I just need to go.
Yeah,
like there's no excuse not to
go.
No,
that's what I would do
with the Y, where it closed at 9. So I'm not gonna go at 8 o'clock because like
no. And me and my friends in college, like it was like all of my roommates joined the same gym because also it was only $20 a month because if you were a student you got like a discount or whatever.
The cheapest option is $20 a month, but then to do like all the extra to like have the classes, to have a trainer, to have like the recovery room, all the like little stuff, it's like $34.99,
which is like especially for Nashville. For a nice gym,
dude. The Y was $50,
right? Like that's really cheap.
The Y was $50. The only thing that doesn't annoy me is this location doesn't have a pool.
Yeah,
but there's other locations, so like I can go to any of them, and other ones have a pool.
Oh, you can go to any of them. That's nice.
Yeah.
No, I know. And Kellen was talking about it, and like I'm moving in January to a house that we haven't found yet, so I'm hoping it's a house, and who knows, we might end up in a fucking shed or something. I don't know, whatever's available, but
they're gonna be in the podcast.
Can you imagine both of us in here?
I mean, if you'd literally have to, you'd have to come live here for a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, at least Madeline would still have her apartment. She could just do another month lease. But like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you'd literally have to get like a storage unit and come live in the podcast until you all figured it out. I mean, that'd literally be the only option.
Yeah, no, because if I went month to month at my place, it is like $3,600. You couldn't,
but she already technically is, isn't she?
No, it was a short-term lease. Oh. So she went month to month too. It'd be like $3,000 a month.
Oh God.
Yeah. because like month to month is just insane for no reason, because they're like, get the fuck out or sign a year-long lease, like one of the two. But anyways, so yeah, we've been looking, but I told her, I was like, after that I'm going to sign up, like if I like it, because I need a gym, because right now, like same with you, like I've just had like really, really bad, I don't know if it's body dysmorphia, because I feel like I'm understanding what I'm seeing in the mirror.
Yeah, no, exactly. That was so
like, I don't think anything's getting dysmorphed. I think it's pretty accurate what I'm saying. And I'm just, you know, it's not my favorite thing.
I don't enjoy looking at myself right now, and like I know this is, it's so bad, but like, and not even be like narcissistic, but like before, like I genuinely loved like staring at my own body, like and I did, and I also like, I don't want to be back where I was a year ago. Like I don't, like where I was in my peak fitness, like I feel like I also wasn't happy then, so I don't want to even be at that point. And I've talked about this so many times, like genuinely I wasn't, like I found other problems with myself, and I think like that I needed to have that height. And then I also need to have this past year of like literally not being able to work out or do anything at all to have me come to a realization of like, okay, there can be a happy medium.
Yeah.
And now I'm at a point where like literally yesterday I went and I've been using Evolve U, which is an app I think I've talked about on here before. Have. And it's honestly so great. I started a new program. It's called like Limitless or something right now, but it's so nice. You literally, it's a whole thing, like you go in, it's 12 weeks. It has my rest days dedicated. It has exactly what I need to do. It's anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. Literally you press start and you don't have to think at all. It literally, you can type in there what your weight was, so when you go back to do something similar again, like it'll show you like last time you did 45 pounds or whatever,
right? And
then you literally click the next thing and it goes into like, it'll count your rest time between each lift. Like it's literally so mindless, which is what I like about, like I don't have to go to the gym and think.
Especially if you're there for like, I got an hour.
Exactly. So this is also perfect because it keeps you on track of that hour, which is why I honestly like it. But my biggest problem about going back to the gym that I've like tried, I've like started again and got off, like derailed, and started again and got derailed. And okay, I'm 2 days into fucking going to the gym, but
every person ever like,
we're still there. But the thing about it is like this time I'm going in like with a whole other mentality, so I feel like it's gonna be good. Like,
well, also your environment you're enjoying, and that totally makes a huge difference, because like that's how I was with like, even
like I want to go there,
even with running, like the trails that I liked, I would eat those runs up. I would get great times. I would somehow avoid getting injured. The days where I was like, I fucking ran out of time, so I just have to get miles in, so that means I have to run from my house, and you know what it's like around my house. There's no sidewalks. It's a fucking uphill just to get into a neighborhood with sidewalks. There's sketchy fuckers walking all around.
You're on 10.
Those days I would perform horribly, and I would resent the act of running. I would hate all of it. And it so is like, once you get in that environment that's good, whether that's like a Pilates class that you love the instructor or you love the people in there, or it's like, I love going to this gym because they have this one machine that like whatever, or this playlist I made is like fire. So it's so crazy, the small things that like make such a difference.
Literally. Well, I mean, like their machines there too like make sense. Like they have a hip thrust machine, which is like that's fun because like I don't have to set up a whole bar and try to like put myself underneath it and whatever. Like,
no, because it's
whole
also
machine.
Like hip thrusts in general are just like, it is the most obnoxious thing to set up ever.
Yes,
especially when
they're
it's
amazing,
like,
but
no, it's the best workout for, especially like if you're trying to make that butt like look good, like that's the shit to do. But I feel like such a dickhead, like especially at my apartment gym, because we only have one squat rack, and whatever, barbell. And like, wait, no, we don't even have. I guess we do,
but have one barbell,
but it's also connected in the same spot that our Smith machine is in. So like, it takes up both areas. Yeah. So it's like, if you're doing hip thrusts, like you are just in the way of two things. And so I always feel like a dickhead because then I'm like taking up basically two spots.
Well, I don't know. I'm just excited because I also like going back to like what I was saying, like even I'm using this program, but a big thing for me is like, before my surgery, I could literally bench 190 pounds and I could deadlift 320 any day of the week and I could do crazy things. But like, I'm not there anymore. And that's a very hard mentality to get out of when I step in foot to a gym, because like, I also still have a very athletic body type, even though like I might not love it right now, but I have done sports my whole life. So like my body is just very athletic looking in general. So I also feel like then this is obviously
so only you.
This is the complex in my brain. I know this.
Because I'm like thinking like as an outsider looking at you, like if I was at the gym with you, I wouldn't be like, wow, that girl's not lifting enough weight because she looks like she's way stronger than that. Like I would never.
But like I also feel like I have to like go and like, because I also like know what I could do.
Yeah.
So like I literally yesterday when I went, I was like,
you like pick up the big and you're like, oh, it's a bit heavy. Let's drop it down.
Let's drop it down. No, but I honestly was like, I did way underweight that like even right now going in, I know that I could lift.
Yeah.
Like being my max, not being my max, I just was like, I'm going to go move my body. And I think that that's like the most valuable lesson. And also like going in and doing a crazy amount of weight would just make me not want to come back the next day.
Yeah, because you're like so sore I can't move.
Right, like I'm sore right now and I didn't do weight that was even
it's like good sore.
Yeah, but the fun part about this is like a lot of girls at my work go to this gym that like I'm becoming like friends with, like not just like work friends, and they're not people who like go out and drink all the time and stuff, because like there's that too. And like I have a couple people there that like I enjoy, like we're friends at work, because I don't go out and drink like that. I don't go out and party like that. So it kind of like we have work talk and that's it.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 girls that I work with that go to the same gym and like different areas of Nashville, but we're all like, okay, perfect. Like we can pick one day a week where we can always like all meet up and work out together and like
that's so
have like little girl time and like have
and
fun
like an excuse
and,
to like meet up outside of work.
Exactly. And like also the one girl was like, she's like, I just feel like I'm gonna be like really behind you guys because like she is like newer to working out. And I was like, no. I was like, literally it's just weight.
But like, yeah, even if you are like, who cares? Like,
and I was like,
we're not gonna make you feel like shit because
no.
of
I was like, you should literally come. I was like, because it's honestly just weight. Like that's all it is. Like, what's we take off a couple pounds for you to do the same thing, and like also all you're gonna do is like we all get to learn from each other. Like we all have different things that we've like loved and have like specialties in. That like let's all like pick a. We're like we should all like that day that we all meet up like. This week I do a workout, then the next time you pick a workout, and like we all do it because it's like we all just have things that we're good at, so like we can only be better. And it's like honestly I'm so excited, like it's so fun, and we all have a little group chat and we like keep talking, we're like yay.
Well, and also it's nice to not always have to be the one who's like directing it, because then like you can just enjoy it.
Well, also then too, like it's accountability. It's like we're like even the days we don't go work out together, it's like we can also be like, hey, just worked out, whatever, and like we actually all have been, which is like kind of cute, but like it's like nice
in a non-toxic way.
No, because like even like
instead of being like, I feel like in the past, like with the gym, it was more of like a guilty, like, oh, you weren't here today. What were you doing? Sitting at home, not doing shit. And it's like, well, I just couldn't make it. Like,
no,
chill.
but like literally like the one girl like last night, she was like, I'm not really feeling it, but like I'm gonna go since y'all went, like it kind of is making me want to go. She's like, I'm just like gonna go like do the Stairmaster for a little bit,
like just
go to the recovery
and, like,
room,
walk on the fucking
but
treadmill.
like it's not even that. It was like guilty, but it was like she's like, it just felt like good to know that like I have people who are like going and doing the same thing and like not feeling like it's just a process of me. So like I don't know, I feel like there's a couple lessons that like I'm learning in this process, but also like I don't know, for anyone who's listening, like just go. Like if you're not happy, like again, the only thing that can change if you're not happy with something is you. And this isn't just about the gym, this is literally in life. Like you're the only person that can change it. If you're not happy with your job, you're the only person that can leave or make it a happy environment for yourself. Like you're the only person that can do those things. But then to have like people along the way that are in the same process as you is like as like motivating, and like finding that people are like motivating is like fun.
I mean, that's literally like same but different, like because I've been off my medicine. Also, I've just been like, I've struggled with depression basically my entire life, and it's like just been something that I've dealt with, but like this past like 2 months it's just been bad. Like
I agree.
I've been feeling like I've just been in a rut, and it's probably has to do with the season and like whatever.
No, I agree. I feel like mine, like I feel like I was like I've been like in a fog honestly like this past year, and I think it's just because like my life got flipped upside down. Like I feel like
totally,
like I've just been in a whole fog this past year, like creatively, physically, mentally, like everything. And then like it turned into depression the past 2 months, so I feel you too.
That's how I've been. I mean, if you look at what I've done this year, it's like all over the place. Like I started so depressed that I signed up for a marathon to make me feel something. Literally, I did that, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm depressed again because I'm not caring about anything. And so like I haven't worked out, I haven't done anything. And then this past like 2 weeks, it's been like not even able to like fucking put my dishes away from that are clean in my dishwasher. The past couple of days, I was like, okay, instead of like trying to do all of this in one day, like let's just do a room at a time. And I started in my bathroom, but I literally did it vlog style, recording on TikTok just to fucking hold myself accountable, because like you said, like having community and like people like to be encouraging, even if it's fucking strangers on the internet, like going to back to this, like if you don't have friends to go to the gym with you or like clean your house with you or whatever, like this sounds so stupid and like meta and like
but then you feel like you're letting something down.
Do it somewhere, just or like even just record it and keep it and watch it back and be like, good job, you.
Well, that's literally
like something so dumb like that. Like that sounds so stupid, but like literally because I recorded it, I added so much extra work. Because shout out to all of my like clean talk girls, the angles, the setting up, like that's so much work.
No, because when I was doing my Christmas decorations, I like was trying to get like cute like aesthetic like videos, and like I look back at like they're not bad, and I know like when you like filter them, put them all together, it's gonna be cute, but I'm like, that took so long.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine sitting down and editing now.
Yeah, no, like what I would do is I would like clean one room, completely finish it, and then I would sit down immediately after and edit it and post it, because I knew if I didn't do it right then, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And so I've gotten 2 rooms done. I still need to do my living room and my kitchen, but like literally had to record it to even get myself to do it, because I'm like so depressed, and like when you live alone, there is nobody like depending on you to like not leave your shit in the sink.
That's true.
You know, like
no, literally, honestly,
and that's just not me either. And so, and one person commented like, "This isn't even that bad." I'm like, okay, but for me, like,
no,
this
Emily,
is really bad.
Like when I was in her apartment the other day, I'm not even gonna lie, I literally told her, I was like, it's refreshing to see your apartment like this, because like, and like that might sound crazy,
yeah,
but it's just true, because Emily's apartment is literally always so clean. In my house, like there's always gonna be something in a corner. There's always gonna be a little something here. I'm never gonna have something completely put away. Like it's gonna be cleaned up and organized and not look maybe like a horrible like bomb went off, but like it's still not gonna be like pristine. And Emily, like her house is, I'm like, nothing is out of place.
Yeah,
like it's normally perfect. So I was like, it's kind of refreshing to see you look like a normal person right now.
Yeah,
I know for you it's making yourself chaotic, but like for me, I'm like,
it's also just very like the Libra in me, because like I like people to think I have my shit together, and like to come in and be like, wow, you really are like keeping it clean, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's such a like egotistical thing too. And also I spend way more time at home than you do, because I work from home. So like when it's messy and I'm trying to do my work, I'm like, I can't focus, because it's like pissing me off and grossing me out and like whatever. So that's another reason I feel like I keep it cleaner, because in my last apartment, like I would keep it clean, but like not to the scale.
I was on the phone with my mom today, and I was like, because I cleaned my kitchen, like legit, actually, like underneath, like scrubbing, like wiping down, like even the cabinet doors and like everything, like fully cleaned. I think I just like sucked up hair on the mic, so it makes sense. But like I fully like cleaned my kitchen, which like felt really good and like whatever. And then I started like doing stuff in my living room, but I just like ended up vacuuming, because I was like, oh shit, I have other things to do, and like Emily's coming later, whatever. So I just like straightened up. But like I told her, I was like, I'm just not home enough. And like the way my schedule is, like I'm essentially working like second shift. So like that's also like a really awkward time of day. Like you can't really start anything when you wake up. Yeah. Because like you have to go to work in like an hour or two. But then it's also like, if you don't do anything, then you have nothing done. And like it just builds up at some point. And that's like where I was at. Like I've just like avoided, if I'm being completely honest, doing anything. And then I was like, but also almost like you were like, your job is super repetitive from like your hobby to like your actual work. Like all I do at work is clean. I clean up after other people. I'm constantly like scrubbing things down, scrubbing walls. Like literally last night I closed the bar. It took me 3.5 hours because I was cleaning that long. The last thing I want to do is come home and clean my house.
Yeah, no, that would suck.
Like that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Yeah,
I don't know, but she was like, yeah, that would kind of make sense. And I'm like, so I feel like right now, like as long as I can like organize and keep things straightened up, like that's the best I can do for myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what they say about like therapists, right? They're like, they have the worst mental health because like they can't focus on their own because they're so busy just like dealing with other people.
That's so true.
I feel like it's like most professions are like that. Like whatever you do for work, like in your personal life, you're like bad at it because like you're like, I cannot devote my brain to do this anymore.
Right, like I can't. It's just like Physically, I don't want to fucking wipe down anything else.
Yeah.
Don't
where
care.
it's like for me, like with my job and with this, it's like I don't have the option because it's like it's got to get out.
Right.
But when it comes to like other stuff, like my personal social media, I don't give a fuck. I just fucking shit post on that. Like I don't care. I don't think about it. Where it's like at work, I'm like having to really, really think about, okay, what does this Instagram graphic look like? What is this story gonna look like? Or how does this video editing, like, is there anything wrong? And same with this, like, I'm like, is there any grammatical errors? Like, whatever. And then on my own end, I'm like, fuck it. I don't care. Shoot it out. Like,
yeah.
So I think that's just like how it is. Like, if you do something for work, you're probably not going to do it in your normal life well.
Yeah. Literally.
So the one thing I did want to talk to you about this week, and if you haven't watched it yet, that's fine. But have you watched the new Squid Games yet?
No, she told me to watch it. And
Oh,
I haven't had time, bro. You told me on you told me on Friday night.
yeah.
I was with you till like midnight.
Yeah.
And then I worked literally all day Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Like I think I clocked out at 57 hours this past weekend.
Yeah.
So no, I have not had time. And I worked yesterday. Today was my first day off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I just didn't know if like you would have it in the background while you were working or something today. Like
No,
on
because
the
I went to a coffee
editing.
shop today to like not be at home, which I should have just sat at my house. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyways, so if you guys haven't watched the new Squid Games reality TV show, it is quite literally like one of the most insane reality TV shows I've ever watched because like they've recreated like set for set of the exact Squid Games show.
Mm-hmm.
Like to size, to scale. It is crazy how much this probably cost because like it's literally the exact same thing, and it's not like a reused set because like Squid Games was sold to Netflix, but Netflix did not create Squid Games. Like it was like a Korean show that they sold to Netflix, so like they didn't have all those props or anything, so they had to remake all of it. And so, like, it was just one of those things where I'm like, holy shit, like, they did such a good job. It's crazy. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I won't, like, talk about it since Kellen hasn't watched it yet. But, like, it is one of those reality TV shows that's, like, nothing you've ever seen before. It's, like, all those sob stories, like, in reality TV where it's, like, they kind of tell you those and then that person ends up kind of, like, winning towards the end because you've been, like, rooting for them. No. It's, like, the first person. It's, like, you know, I just want to be able to pay my bills and know what that feels like to not have debt hanging over me and blah blah blah, or like my mom's dying of cancer, so like I'm doing this to try to win money for her treatment. Aww. And then they get like voted off or like not voted off, like literally killed off like instantly. And you're like, oh, and it's like the first show you've watched where you're like, oh my god, this is fucking savage and like brutal.
Well, because I'm pretty sure like they also are like not truly like casted individuals. Like these people just like signed up for it. So like
yeah. Because
I've seen like some TikToks about like people who like were on it. Then like there aren't people like, okay, I feel like most like reality TV shows, there are people who have been like
social media famous.
Yeah, or they've been on other TV shows, or like they literally have been like in the works of trying to be casted for shit like this for a really long time.
No,
like,
there's way too
this
many
was like
people.
A sign up,
right? Because there was 456 people.
Yeah,
so there's no way they casted. Like I think a few of them were definitely casted because some of them are like TikTokers or like YouTubers.
Yeah, you have to have a reason for people to come watch it, even outside of like the game. But like you want to come see what if you're
But what's cool about it is they never acknowledge any of that shit. It's not like a Love Island or like a whatever where it's like they kind of hint to like what you're like never even once acknowledging it. Like there's this one guy who's like huge on TikTok and like they didn't say shit about it, and then when he left it was like bye.
Yeah. Bang bang bitch, you're dead.
Like I don't know, it's a crazy show. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Like I normally don't love reality TV that much, but I'm actually really enjoying this, and I'm caught up to date. And I think the new episode, like the finale episodes or sode, comes out this week sometime. So we'll see. But it's really good. Okay, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. But so I came across this TikTok of this waxer, like this woman who's talking about waxing, about this thing that they call poop butt, and it's when you wax somebody and they have poop in their butt still. But she was talking specifically for men and how like male like waxing clients have the worst like A, hygiene, and B, etiquette when it comes to waxing. And she was talking about like all of these stories because one of the comments was like, one of the comments was like a guy on one of her videos where she was talking about like doing male clients and how she's like, I'm very specific with the guys who I take, because she's like, I just don't take any Joe Schmo, because also she's like was talking about how she's run into situations where guys are creepy and they just like have like a boner, and she's like, this is weird, like what the fuck,
like I'm really waxing your asshole, how are you hard right now?
Yeah. And so anyway, so she was talking, and one of the comments was like, this isn't true, there's no way somebody would have like poop in their butt. And then she goes, it's literally like an industry term that we say, it's literally called poop butt because it's so common. And then she was talking about how like she's had male clients who are like, I need to use the restroom, and she's like, oh, okay, like go use the restroom, and they just like have like pissed in like the trash can, or they like have pee still like on their dick because like they didn't like wipe it or anything. And she's like, it was so gross. But I just thought that was so wild, because I think
when I would go get waxed,
I would self-conscious.
Well, I would shower before I went.
As you should. Like, what? That's so crazy.
It's like going to the dentist and not brushing your teeth.
Yeah. Oh, that's so wild. I try to make sure like they have the cleanest canvas, so when they go in there, they're like, man, there's not much to do here.
Literally, I want them to be like, you're the best. You have very great dental hygiene. Like,
and honestly, every time I'm surprised how long they take cleaning my teeth, because before I go in there, I'm like, there's not shit to get off, and somehow they still spend like 20 minutes.
Wow.
And I'm like, damn,
they're doing their job.
Yeah, exactly. But I just thought it was interesting because she was like, poop butt is like an industry term.
No, I've actually heard that before. Because I got waxed for a while. Like when I first moved down here, I started getting waxed because like I never did, but I ended up really enjoying it because of like not having like the maintenance between or anything.
So nice.
But then like I started getting ingrowns and stuff, and also like financially it just like wasn't worth me to continue doing. I can just shave, and I mean it sucks because like shaving like makes it like really coarse hair versus like waxing where like my hair got really soft.
Yeah, that's so true.
And like it wasn't as itchy and wasn't as like irritating, which is honestly why I started doing it, because like my hair, like even like my underarms, like my hair is so like coarse, which is like weird, but maybe it's just because I have like thick hair.
I was about to say
general.
your head hair is like also like thick,
right? So I'm wondering if it's just like thick.
Yeah,
the rest of my body, I guess, I don't know. But like my underarms, like I get rashes if I don't shave my armpits like soon enough. Like full on, like when I was younger, my mom used to have to put aloe on my armpits to like, because it was like, it was so bad. It was so bad. But honestly, that's why I started waxing, because I was like, it's itchy and annoying.
Just like, you just feel so clean.
Yeah, you do. You feel like a baby.
Yeah.
But
in a
like financially is why I stopped, to be
Yeah.
quite honest with you, because like at some point,
yeah,
it's like something that you have to continue to do. Like you can't just stop.
and if you do stop, you have to wait a long time for your like ingrowns to like get reset, I feel like.
I mean, it took
like,
a whole year for my ingrowns to
totally.
like stop.
I keep having this one reoccurring like ingrown on my like bikini area, and I'm so tempted to like go to a dermatologist, because every time I feel like I've gotten the hair out, it still will like bump right back up, and I'm like, what is happening? Like,
that's interesting.
and I'm like wondering if there's still one under there that like never is really going away, and then when I shave it gets irritated, and
Probably.
so I'm like thinking I might need to go in and have them like cut it open and be like, pull it out or something.
Probably.
But I don't want to like, I don't have a dermatologist here, so it's like I don't.
That's true.
Because I go to like an esthetician for my skin, but they don't do like that.
Yeah, they're not gonna like pry open your vagina.
They're not like an actual like dermatologist.
Yeah.
So, but I thought that was interesting, and then I also saw this crazy thing where this lady had 2 cats on a 12-hour flight.
I saw that.
And she had them use a litter box that was literally just a Tupperware container at her seat. I thought like we just had to talk about this, because this was one of the most like insane things of like, we were talking about this earlier, of like people just being like oblivious and just stupid and like purposely like dumb, I feel like, to just get away with being the worst.
Like, no, because the way I like, first of all, I wouldn't be holding Leo for him to take a shit, whether I'm inside of a plastic container or not.
I feel like any normal cat wouldn't let you do that.
Also, I was gonna say, I feel like Leo wouldn't like
go.
No, she had to have like had them do this multiple times before, so when they got on there, they'd be like cool to do it.
Yeah,
like she's practicing this with her cats, because like there's no way, like if I'm in the kitchen at all, because like Leo's litter box is in my kitchen, and like if I'm in the kitchen literally at all, he's not in there. And like the one time that he like wanted to go in there and he just like stared at me.
Right. He's like, can you give me some space?
He was like, yeah. I mean, like he has like a whole ass dome and it's a fucking automatic litter box. He's a fucking king. Like he has like the Rolls Royces of fucking litter boxes. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
But like, and he still looked at me like, bitch, I can't do this
Privacy.
here. He's like, I might take. He sits on my lap when I have to be taking a shit. He don't care. But like no. So like I can't imagine the cat. Also, like, if I let Leo out of his, like, carrier, he would go fucking bananas.
I was thinking about that, too. Like, I'm like, did they give them, like, a sedative or something? Because how would they just, like,
I would.
It's not like it's, like,
Also, he would be
like an old dog that's just, like, content with laying on your lap. Like, they were, like, kittens. So they're not going to be just, like, chill of, like, sitting there. Like, they're going to be, like... Unless they're in their carrier, I feel like they're not just going to just be like sitting there and not like meowing or like trying to crawl around or like clawing you.
I feel like if I ever, because I've actually thought about this, because I was debating taking Leo home for like Christmas, but I'm flying. So I was like, okay, it's also like really expensive because it's like $100, $200 each direction to take your animal on a plane. Jesus. By the way, it's not free and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Like, and it's technically your carry-on. So I was like, okay, which like isn't a big deal because I could still take a purse and like I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I debated it. But then I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, once he gets in that bag, like, he doesn't stop. Like, and if I know that
most people have to give them, like, a pill or something.
Yeah.
Like, from the vet to be, like, go to bed.
No, because I don't know.
Because they're, like, or they'll piss themselves, like, in the crate because they get, like, anxious or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, like, anybody who I've ever known who's, like, done, like, a flight with a cat specifically, like, they get like a sedative for it.
I would have to. I'm not doing it. And also like if I drove home, like I'd have to do the same thing. Like if I took him with me, because like no way, there's absolutely no way that he wouldn't just not shut the fuck up.
Right.
Because Leo's already loud. Like he's cool at like some points, and like it was so funny because like you were like, I feel like he doesn't make any noises. Like no, he is loud and he like squeals and he doesn't sound like a normal cat. So like on the plane, people will be like, whose fucking baby is making this noise? And it's just my cat.
I just thought the video was insane because I can't imagine being the person like in front of them or behind them and just sitting there and just getting hit with the smell of like poop or pee, like just as you're like eating your like fucking Cheetos or like your Cheez-Its and your like fucking ginger ale or whatever. My biggest thing is like, I get it. Animals have to pee. And like if you're going cross country for, I don't know really. My whole thing about like pets and shit is like, I just don't get like, just board it or like leave it with a friend to watch. Like I don't know what these people's story was.
Unless they're going for like literal months.
Right. Like I don't know what their story was. Or maybe like they bought the cats and fucking 12 hours away, which I'm like, just buy a cat at the shelter by you. Like why'd you have to do all that? Anyways, but like be courteous to the people around you. Because all I'm thinking is like, I have to follow so many fucking rules on a plane. And that's not a rule. Your cat can't take an open shit in the seat. That should be a rule. Take it to the bathroom and like put the litter box on the floor and wait it out until it's done its thing. And even if you just have to like put it in there and shut the door. And like then you give it its space and you stand on the outside or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's
toddler.
I feel like it's more likely to do that than to like on your like this lady, you guys, she had the litter box which was
like holding it.
A Tupperware container with maybe some litter. No, it did have litter because she had litter all over herself. I saw it.
You had to have probably litter in it because like they're not gonna go.
She had it sitting on her lap and was holding the cat inside the litter box and it was pooping. And she was like, I only took a big bathroom break at 7 hours in. And I'm like, and then what? You just cook the poop in the Tupperware? It's just sitting there for the rest of the flight with the lid on? That's crazy.
No, it stink.
I know. And I was just like so dumbfounded. Like I cannot imagine like people get kicked off of planes for like I've seen so many videos of people getting kicked off for planes for like sitting in the wrong seat.
But like in COVID, they were like kicking toddlers, 5-year-olds off the planes for not wearing a mask.
Literally. But like your cat can just have like its fucking dingleberries out like on the flight. That's so wild.
Also like I don't know. My other thing is like even about like it just taking a shit is crazy, but like having it out of its carrier is wild because like it's an animal. Like like Leo he'd be scared the whole time. I already know like because he's been in my car before and like I'd take him to the vet and he's like also Leo is very fucking loud when he's like trying to whatever. So like, I like put my hand in the carrier because I was like trying to like calm him down. I was like petting him, and he ripped out of the carrier and was like on top of my head behind the seat, like gripping on. Like, he was so afraid, and I'm like trying to get him back into the carrier because I'm like, oh my god, he's like he was going crazy because he doesn't understand like what's going on.
Right.
He's not like a dog where they'll just like lay down and like start chilling. So like having it out on an airplane.
Well, and also cats too are not like a pet that you like explore the world with for the most part.
I could,
like there's some that do, but for cats who like don't ever really leave their house, like I can't imagine going from like never really leaving your house ever to like being on an airplane.
No, I wish I could. I feel so bad. Like sometimes I'm like, I just wish you got to see the world because like the fact that you don't is insane. But then also
it's like they're fine.
Yeah,
it's better than being a fucking cat that lives on the street and like
100%. But it does make me kind of sad.
Yeah, but
because like I want him to like see the world because I think he deserves it. But my mom today told me, she was like, he needs to start paying rent. I said, yeah, he's here more than me.
Yeah,
the fuck. I'm literally here to take a nap.
Yeah,
and go back to work. Like
not me. I be making the most out of how much I pay in rent at my house. I be staying.
I also told her today, I was like, I know that sounds like really lazy, but they have like wet food like cat feeders. So you put like 7 days worth of food in it.
Like that would stink.
No, because it's like it's enclosed, and then like it's like enclosed the whole time because it has to like stay fresh. Like you can't like whatever, and then it like just turns like when it's like on that day, like when it's time because you time it out, it like just turns to like that.
That would be good though if you're like out of town.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but then also I was like, it might sound really lazy on my part because like he already has an automatic litter box, so like don't do anything, and then also having that, so like I really wouldn't do anything, but. I was just thinking because like a lot of times I go to bed at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then by 7 he wants food.
Yeah.
Like I literally have like 2 hours of sleep and he's like going fucking crazy because he wants food. Like it's kind of annoying.
It doesn't sound lazy because the main reason I've never gotten a pet is because I am too lazy to take care of one. Like I don't want to. Like I don't care enough to like do it. And so like that's my main reason of like not getting one.
I feel like a cat is like already, it's like just as simple as having a fucking goldfish. Like you just have to feed it, clean its tank. Yeah. Good. Like literally that's all you have to do for a cat. Like it's already a lazy animal. I'm not even gonna lie. And then on top of it having an automatic litter box, so I don't have to scoop shit. Yeah. It goes into a bag and I just dispose the bag. Okay, that's already lazy. And now I'm gonna have an automatic feeder. I'm kind of about it.
Hey, you know what?
It wouldn't make it if there wasn't a use for it.
Totally. Exactly.
And like whatever, I don't know, because it's not like he inconveniences me, but it's just like it is annoying when you're on like 2 hours of sleep and he's like
no, see that would like
and then he's like climbing all over me and like trying to like knock everything off the nightstand and he's having a show and then as soon as I get up I feed him, he stops.
Yeah.
So
no, I couldn't. And that's like, and I think back to like my party girl era. And like some of my friends who like had a dog or something, and like they would have to be like blackout drunk, like taking the dog out to go pee like at the end of the night. I'm like, dude, I could not.
Nope.
Because the way I would like forget if I did or not the next day, because I'd wake up and be like, wait, did I feed them, or like did I take them out to go potty, or like wait, have I woken up this morning yet to take like, you know what I mean?
No,
like I'm not responsible enough.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the nice part about a cat. Like I don't have to think about literally any of that. It's cold outside, I'm not shivering.
Yeah.
And neither is he.
Especially in an apartment complex, like that would suck.
Yes.
Taking a dog out.
Yeah, no. I feel like if you weren't allergic to cats, like a cat would be your thing.
Yeah. I just like, also I just don't care enough. But also it's like I just don't care enough to take care of it.
Yeah, but there's not really much to take care of. You just gotta pet him. Like exactly what you do when you come to my house.
Yeah.
And you like pet him and just sit with him. Like that's all you do.
Yeah.
Like, and you also a cat, like you don't really play with them.
I know. But
they play on their own.
But that's also like I feel like I'm a bit awkward with cats because like I'm so used to dogs. So like I try to play with them and they're always just kind of stare at me. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He's cool sometimes only when he wants to. But you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Last thing I want to like shout out before we end the episode is one of our lovely listeners has her own company where she makes these like dope ass cups. They're like those like the aesthetic cups that you see like on the girlies on Instagram where they're like, these are on my Amazon storefront, like whatever. They're like that style of cup.
Yes.
But she customizes them and like puts these sick like designs on all of them. You can barely see this one, but this one also, she has these like cute ass little glass charms on it.
They're so adorable.
For Christmas. And her Instagram is Crafts by Michaela. And I just wanted to give her a shout out because she's the cutest and sends us these cups every year.
Yeah, she sent us cups last year, and literally, Halloween. I shit you not, Emily and I use them all the time. Like, I seriously use I use mine every single morning for coffee.
I won't drink coffee in any other cup because I feel so aesthetic.
Yeah, no, this is so cute. Like, I take them. Everyone knows at my job, like, because I drink my coffee out of it and I take it to work, and everyone knows when I'm there because they're like, you always have these cups, and I'm like, yeah, because Michaela's the best, and I love them, and I will not stop using them.
Yeah, but she sent us these Christmas ones this year. We each got 2 and like 2 straws, and they have these super cute lids too, and they fit perfectly in your cup holder. So I did want to shout those out because they're great. When this episode goes out, it's only probably going to be a week before Christmas, so might be running out of time for a Christmas gift, but it works for a great gift.
But she has other seasons. Totally. She has other things. Like, go on there, support her. She's a local business. Like, we literally, like, I'm not even joking. Like, we love her shit. Like,
yeah.
And we... Also, like, if you guys, again, have small businesses that you guys are doing, we would love not even to get free shit.
No, just like, love to promote it.
We would love to promote it. Like, seriously, DM us. We want to hear from you, and we'll literally buy it. Like, we love to support local businesses, and like, you guys support us, we want to support you. So
yeah, but you can buy these from, the link is in her Instagram, Crafts by Michaela. I also think you can just Google that and it will take you to her website. Yeah. But if you use code Society97, you'll get 10% off your order. So check that out. My friend ordered some yesterday. So
they're so cute.
They're so cute, and they make great gifts. Like, if you want to order one for somebody, like, stuff it with some tissue paper and put like a gift card in it or something. Like, it's such a cute little gift idea.
Yeah, no, she's the best. We love you, Michaela. Thank you for sending us them.
It was such a great surprise too this year when she messaged us and, you told me, and I was like, oh my god, yes.
I know. When I was like, okay, I really hate that she's gonna give us free cups again, but also I'm so excited.
I know, like, that was like the best surprise ever, and like, we don't ever get stuff from people, so like, that was such a nice
and
surprise.
Like something that we love.
Yeah, and she wrote a super sweet note. But yeah, I just wanted to shout her out and her business, and yeah, go support her. She's it's her business that she has, and she's out of California, so yeah, check her out. But I think that's about it this week.
That's about it. We love you guys.
Yes, love you.
Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Society 97. My name is Kelmer K. You can find me at Kelmer K on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And I'm Emily. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Starnsy. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram. You can DM us all of your businesses that you run, and we'll go buy shit from you because we want to support your businesses. So we are Instagram at society97.pod. We're also on TikTok at society97pod with no dot, where we post clips from the show.
We also have our YouTube video. We have our YouTube channel that we post videos every single Tuesday, and the video version of the podcast every single Friday. And sometimes you make a little surprise of nature over there. So
that won't happen again. Don't worry.
Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know. It might surprise you. But head over there. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you can see our lovely faces twice a week. We love you guys. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.